outfit that scores tax policy too, huh?
Yeah, so that is a challenge that the Joint Committee on Taxation does some things and we do some things.
That's right. And that's
Good.
something I've had to cut through with my own colleagues during the reconciliation
Okay.
bill. So,
No, wonderful.
And
Thank
by the way, I think they ought to have an audit just the same. So,
Thank you.
okay, my fellow Texan and a friend from true West Texas. I
That's
say
right.
West Texas, and I see you roll your eyes. And so, Ms.
could feel
Escobar,
it.
you have 5 minutes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. And I'd like to echo the statements from our ranking member about the retirements of two great committee members and friends. I'm sure your families are delighted, but we will certainly miss you and look forward to working together over the course of the next year. And Mr. Chairman, I was heartened by your opening remarks about accountability and oversight and transparency, which is why I do hope that we get the OMB Director, Russ Vought, before us, sitting in that chair at some point soon.
I associate myself with that sentiment.
Excellent.
Full stop.
Excellent, perfect. So I look forward to that. If anyone can make that happen, you can. Mr. Vought, the architect of Project 2025, needs to come before this committee because of his egregious violations of law and his disregard for our Constitution. So I look forward to that conversation. We are, our side of the aisle, Dr. Swagel, thank you for being here. Thank you for your work. We are focused on the crisis that the American people are living through right now. It is an economic crisis that is self-inflicted by this White House. And although the President of the United States and his cronies are wholly immune to what average, everyday, hardworking Americans are living through, many of us on this dais understand the depth of the pain that Americans are living through. Grocery costs are going up because of Trump's tariffs. The utility costs are going up in large part because of the elimination of the incentives for clean energy. And we are now seeing health insurance going up. And it's not just for people on Medicaid. Those cuts that are coming as a result of their self-called, or their one big beautiful bill, their titled reconciliation package, but also the cuts that are coming as a result of the healthcare cliff at the end of this year, the expiration of the ACA tax credits. And by the way, the more Americans who become uninsured, that impacts people with commercial insurance coverage. So everyone's impacted. So people are in pain. But one of the economic pressure points that isn't talked about enough is the mass deportation program that the Trump administration is engaging in, which shocks the conscience. Anyone who has seen the videos of what's going on in American communities should be absolutely shocked, terrified, and outraged. But there is, in addition to this deep mental impact that is occurring, there's a financial impact. The one big beautiful bill, the expenditures for the mass deportation program, unbelievable. $170 billion to deport people, most of whom have been in the U.S. for decades, most of whom also were legal immigrants who had their legal status revoked at the last minute. But there's an economic impact to shrinking our labor force, including the legal labor force, which is what I want to talk about. Forward US released a report and said that as a result of the shrinking of the labor force through the mass deportation program, American families will pay at least a few $1,000s more as in costs as a result. And so, Dr. Swagel, can you tell me whether the CBO will be analyzing how this shrinking of the labor force because of the mass deportation program, how this will affect our economy and Americans? And obviously, I'm sure you can confirm that lower net immigration will also have a negative impact on our economy, but would love your thoughts. Sorry, I didn't give you much time.
No, I'll be brief. The big picture is, yes, that our demographics are challenging. We're an aging society. Positive net immigration increases our labor force. We've been modeling the deportations and trying to analyze the resources provided in the 25 bill in terms of what is the number of people who will be deported, and what does that mean for the labor force and the economy. We will have that for you in February.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I yield back.